Assalamu alaikum. My name is Selma Kojic, and I'll be talking about how my mom and dad came from Bosnia to Australia. My mom, when she was 6 years old, soldiers had came to Srebrenica, and then her father had died because of soldiers shot him. And then my two uncles, my grandma and my auntie and my grandma took all of them and walked to Germany. They let the girls go and killed all the boys, even baby boys that were born. My grandma dressed my two uncles in girl clothes so they won't be noticed as boys, because they wanted to take over Srebrenica and to kill the whole entire earth, and then the soldiers will be only people that would live. My grandma and my dad went to Germany, and then in 2 years later, my grandpa finally was united to my grandma and had lived in Germany. And then they went to Australia to live in peace because Australia was very safe for them. When my mom first arrived, they went at an apartment, and strangers had took them to an apartment to live in so they wouldn't be sick and die and live on the streets. I feel like it was really hard for them and really sad for them and really tiring, and I really feel bad for them because they've been walking to Australia and maybe they could got a car and just drive to Australia, but instead they had to be walking. If you want to learn about more of your language, ask your mom and dad, what have you done when I wasn't born or when you weren't born? And then I would ask my grandma or grandpa, how did they survive in the war? How did they survive? When did they get hurt? Did they get anywhere hurt? Can you show us how did you get hurt? Did warriors killed you? Did warriors scratch your leg? Did warriors shoot your leg? Anything that you can tell us, we'll know about the whole entire world, and people will hear it on the news. Anywhere you can hear, that will be more and more and better for you to hear everything that you can know. My culture is about dancing, and when you dance, if you were not born when your family had came to Australia from Bosnia to Australia, you would not know what culture you're from. If they told you a story, they'll take you to folklore, and then you learn about more, and then you learn about it a lot more, and then you have to look at the audience to know what you're doing, and you have to keep on practicing and practicing until you got it. When you keep on practicing, you get more and more better. And when it's a celebration day, you'll have to copy all the moves that you had done when in practicing. When you dance, you feel like you're in the actual place and you're dancing in front of the whole entire people in Bosnia. And then when you like that, you're like, oh my God, all the people are looking at me in the first time when I'm at Bosnia. But you're just at Australia, practicing just to get more and more better at dancing for your culture. Because if they don't know their culture, it will just be boring, and then they'll see other people talking about their cultures and they'll be the only ones alone. But if they talk more and more about their cultures, then they'll get more and more better with friends and keep on talking about their cultures. Imagine you lived in Germany, but you came to Australia, and then you can talk about Germany. Imagine you came from India, and you wanted to talk about more from India. Anywhere you live, you just have to keep on talking it on the news, anywhere, television, anywhere you can know. or on the radio, anywhere you can talk about it so you can get more and more better to know about your culture. Ask their name and say which culture you're from. If they're the same culture as you, ask for them to come to your place so I can meet your family and you can meet my family, to be united together so we can know how our cultures and how our families are doing. How do we know what to do when we are separated, when we are together? But if you're always together, just separate a little bit to see where your other family is, how it's going, and how your cousins are going, how your uncles are going, anyone that you care about, how are they going? If your cousin is sick, go to their home and just check if they're fine, and if they're getting more sick, then if you keep on telling them that you'll get more and more better, they'll get more better, and you keep on helping them to get more better and stronger, and then you'll get much more, you'll be a much more gooder Muslim. And if you're a good Muslim, you'll be a gooder person, and then you'll be kind to everyone that's sick, poor, anything that belongs to you. You should do it to help them, to know what they're doing, to come to their place for Eid. Anywhere that you want to go, just go to their place and just say hello. I never saw you in a while, and I really like how it's our first time seeing, but remember when we were sawing each other when we were kids? Oh yeah, let's talk about that to our children, to anyone that you care about. Just talk about things that you always notice in your whole entire life.